Hey, my fam. Good gracious. I hope y'all don't think I've been ignoring y'all and, leaving y'all out in the cold, because I ain't been ignoring y'all. I see a lot of y'all are watching my nursing videos. I'm so glad y'all are doing that. A lot of y'all are emailing me, and I have replied back. So, geez Louise, what is this going on? Sorry, y'all. But I wanted to come on here and give y'all these quick tips because, listen, y'all, we've been talking about the resume, right? We've been talking about the work from home jobs that are available. We have been, and if you are interested in needing remote jobs, y'all make sure y'all email me. Y'all know my email will be in the description, lbcareercoaching@gmail.com, or you can email me over at TheMom Nurse Fashionista @yahoo.com. But anyway, I've been helping y'all with resume. I've been giving y'all tips on how to, depending on the job that you have, the job that you're looking for, or the field that you're trying to go into, how to fix the resume to pull out the skills. Because I mean, if you don't have any skills, it may be impossible to do that. But most of my clients, I'm able to revamp your resume that way, right? So I have videos on that. I have videos on different remote jobs you could do as not only an LPN and RN, but baby, as an MA. You hear me? Yes, they have remote jobs for MAs as well. So make sure y'all spread this word and tell your MA friends. But I feel like once you have that resume together, I have helped you find a personal job listing. You need to know how to ace this interview, okay? You need to know how to go up in there and slay this thing so y'all can get, so y'all can start making the coins, because at the end of the day, that's what's important, right? So I'm gonna jump into this video. So the number one thing you need to do, you need to have, make sure y'all write this down, have your pen and paper, okay? Make sure y'all have y'all pen and paper. Thank God for Dollar Tree, they have the cutest stuff. Okay, so the number one thing is confidence. Confidence is everything. You hear me? Like, you could go into an interview and you may not even be the best candidate for this, but just confidence. I have heard managers say this. I have heard managers tell me, I'm so glad, and I'm not to, trying to, everything, but I'm just telling y'all what managers have told me and what I hear managers say. And they're like, confidence is everything. You're not coming in all nervous, because when you come in nervous, y'all, which is normal, being anxious, having anxiety is normal. But when you let that overbear you, and your real personality doesn't show through, it makes the interviewer feel like you are not confident in yourself, in your skill. Like, okay, you on the resume, on paper, you have the experience, but me talking to you, I feel like you are not confident. Are you gonna be confident to come in here and show out? Are you going to be confident enough to be home and work and get your work done for real? Which I need to do a video on do's and don'ts of working from home, because I don't want people to think like, oh, I can be cooking and cleaning and washing the dishes and washing the clothes and the kids yelling in the background and partying and all that. You have to remain professional even when you work from home, right? So you can't let you can't let those feelings overbear your confidence. And then the people at the employers, they're like, well, I don't want her because she's not confident in herself. Confidence is freaking everything. The next thing is being yourself. Don't be fake. Don't be phony. Like, go up in there, baby, and be yourself, okay? I had an interview and I did a short. I don't know if y'all saw the short, but I put it also on my Instagram, my business Instagram page. It's LB Career Coaching. And I put it up because I was just taken back. I've never had anyone ask me this question. So y'all write this question down just in case. But they asked me, if you could work any job, your dream job, what would it be? And I was like, well, okay, this is different. And I sat there and I was like, y'all know what? I'm a single mama. Did I say a single mama? I think I just said, y'all, I have 4 kids, because I didn't want to go into too much detail, but I'm like, I have 4 kids, and I hate to see go on people's jobs, and it's just an issue when your child becomes sick, or it's like, oh my God, like some employers, y'all, I know y'all done had them, they act like you can't take off of work. Like, you think I'm supposed to work all the time and not ever take off time, especially when my kids are sick, and I hate that. So my dream job would be to be able to employ women and provide childcare for them and provide nursing. So if your child is sick, guess what? You can bring your child to work, and a nurse will take care of your child, right? Oh my God, I just think that would be awesome, because that was what I had issues with that. Y'all have no idea. Like, I know I talked to other moms, and I know one lady I talked to, and she was like, yeah, I had my baby and I had to go like right back to work, and my baby was in NICU. What? I wish. My twins was in NICU, and I'm gonna tell you something right now. Like, I was not in a mind frame to go work for nobody, and before I had them, I was doing hospice. I just hate employers like that. Straight up. You need to we need to work together, first of all, as women. And so when I talked about that, the women were like, oh my God, I love that. This has nothing to do with the interview. Even if you don't get the job, I just want you to know this is what it's all about. We need to work together as women, and we need to support each other. We are all moms. Like, one of the ladies who was doing the interview, she was actually at Walgreens. Her daughter had sprained her ankle the night before, and she was trying to get something for her daughter. She was like, girl, that's why you can't even see me on the Zoom right now, because I'm in Walgreens legit getting something. But we all understand how things happen, right? It was like, we all understand things happen, and that you may be having to leave work. She said, we believe in, you can leave work and be with your child, and you can make up your hours later on in the week instead of using your PTO. And I'm like, that's what I'm talking about. It's just little stuff like that that matters. So anyway, that, be yourself, because at that moment I'm professional, but I was just like, check it. This is what I would do. And it was like they were like so surprised. The next third thing is being professional. Still dress like you would if you went into an interview. So a lot of times jobs are doing, especially a lot of people come to me for remote jobs. So that's why I'm like talking about remote. So like, say you had a virtual interview, still be professional. Still, like, if you know the bottom of you're going to show, like, make sure like it's not obvious you have on pajama pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, make sure it's no background noise. Make sure the kids not screaming and fighting, and the TV loud, and people playing music. Like, remain professional. It's so important you remain professional. So being confident, being yourself, and being professional. Those are 3 things that will help you get the job right there. Off top. Those are the first 3 things. The next thing you should do is make sure you ask questions at the end of an interview. I have a short on that as well. It's 4 questions I put on there, but there are so many questions you can ask. Like, I'm glad that I asked in the interview, what did I say? Hold on, I wrote it down for y'all. Oh yeah, I literally said, I'm excited for this position and would like to know your next step in your interview process. Write that down, okay? I'm excited for this position and would like to know what is the next step in the interview process. I'm glad I asked that, because they were like, oh, well, we actually have a 2-step interview process where you're going to also be asked to come back for a second interview, and you're going to interview with other coworkers there, employers there. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I'm glad I asked that, because it's like they were ending the interview, and I'm like, well, let me ask these questions. So I'm glad I asked that, and when they answered that, I'm like, well, so were they not going to tell me? Okay, so the next question, another question, because it's a lot of questions you can ask. Is there a reason I wouldn't be a strong candidate? Okay, you can ask these type of questions. This question is good because you can expound on your strong skills as well as your weak skills. It's nothing wrong, because they always ask a question about what are your weaknesses. So it's nothing wrong with that. To answer that question, my weakness is I'm a perfectionist. In a way, that's a good thing, right? So you want to always make sure that your weaknesses will also show how you're still strong. You know what I'm saying? So like my weaknesses, like I used to say, like, I wouldn't like to be put on the spot, but then, I've grown, I've taken classes, I've read and studied on how I can properly answer questions and stuff like that, right? So when you do answer the questions about your weaknesses, always turn it around with a positive, okay? That's the trick to the weakness questions, okay? But I wanted to come on here and just give y'all those couple of few things about what you can do to get the job. And I'm going to tell you, disclaimer, you may not always, like, I feel like you will get the job if you do these things I just told you. But I like to give a disclaimer, because I don't want you saying like, well, Lorna said. No, listen. I feel 99% sure that you will get the job, but it's always somebody better. That's anything. I want you to know, like, it's always going to be more candidates applying for the job. That's just how it is. That's real life. I'm going to keep it real. Y'all know I keep it real. But at the same time, I guarantee you, if you take these 4 things that I just told you to do, that you will do awesome on your interview. Because I can help you do your resume. I can help you find jobs, the best jobs that pay the best money. But if you don't know how to go in there and kill that interview, it's just, it's not a waste, but it is kind of, because at the end result is you getting a job so you can make the money so that you can save and you can pay your bills and take care of your family and yourself, right? So that's why you need these, you know, you need to know these steps that I just gave you. Also, if you feel like this video not enough, I always provide mock interviews. Okay, so we could do it on the phone, we could do it on Zoom, we could do it in person if you local, but I always provide, that's one of my services, is mock interviews. When I was an instructor at the college for the PCT program, okay, they learned all their CNA skills. But the purpose was to get certified and pass their boards, you know, to become a CNA and be a PCT in a hospital or whatever. But once you get the training, you got to apply for the job and you have to sit for an interview. So we would do mock interviews, and then I would teach them interview etiquette. I would teach them interview skills. I would coach them and say, no, you would say that, but say it this way. Or, okay, you tell me how you would say it. Or this is what you should do. So I also provide coaching, okay? So make sure, like, if you need further help other than this video, I'm down. Just email me, lbcareercoaching@gmail.com. You can also, I put my website in the description box so that you can click on it and then you can see the services that I provide. I will be, if you follow me over on my Instagram, which you should, because I'm over there more, I'm going to be providing for the rest of December different specials. So every day or every other day, I try to have a special, okay? And right now I'm focusing on coaching because I have helped so many people do resumes and doing resumes, and I have also been doing coaching. But the coaching helps because the resume can be laid out, like I said, but if you don't have any help with the coaching, then at the end of the day, unless you're good, I know some people is awesome in interviews, so they may not need it, but if you know, it just depends. So anyway, thank you for coming in. Whoever came in, make sure you hit a like. But y'all make sure y'all, when y'all watch the replay of this video, hit a like. Let me know in the comments if these tips were helpful for y'all. If they weren't helpful, then, you know, let me know what I can do better. Let me know what y'all are looking for on this channel. I'm going to be more on here, but I'm trying to balance everything going back and forth. So y'all bear with me. But anyway, toodles, I hope y'all have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. And make sure you follow me over on Instagram as well as my Facebook page, LB Career Coaching. And my mom, Nurse Fashionista, over on Instagram. All right, y'all have an awesome day. Bye.